Yeah, it's like public speaking where the first time that you do it, or the first couple of times that you do it, it almost feels like a matter of survival. It's just like the nerves hit. Everyone's looking at me. I'm trying to think about what I'm saying. How do I look? Am I
Right.
stumbling over my words? And then and actually, a good comparison is the first couple of podcasts that I did. This was, oh look, I think it was probably 2012, 2013, and I couldn't. You couldn't pay me enough money to go back and listen to those initial podcasts that I recorded because they were just, yeah. I haven't listened to them again, but I know that they were just so bad that there's just no. I was just just nervous about everything, and but now it's just like it's easy, it
It's
just
a
happens.
conversation.
It's a conversation, yeah.
Right.
But before it was, I was interviewing people. There was no sort of conversation at all. I wouldn't chip in with anything. It was just it was almost like you could have just I could have been a journalist and writing an article for a newspaper, and I was just putting
Right.
questions to people and they answer, but there's no back and forth. Where it's yeah, it's like any skill where you've really just the first time that you do it, or first couple of times, you are not going to be able to get into any sort of flow. You're not going to be able to relax with it at all. So it's yeah, it really takes a while to get to that the sort of competence to be able to relax while you're doing it. But particularly for swimming, if you're in that sort of flight mode and you're not able to just relax, it makes anything else so much almost impossible to do if you're in
To
panic
learn.
mode.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
I think the breathing thing in particular is the biggest hurdle, and I think one of the tools that I utilize quite a lot early on is a snorkel, just because it takes that need to breathe out of the equation. If we can learn to breathe through the snorkel, it quietens down, because we've got continuous access to the air. It quietens down that flight mode, as you called it. I like that. It sort of shuts that voice down and allows us to focus on elements of the stroke that we need to be working on. But yeah, you spot on relating it to public speaking. It's exactly the same, and I think it's my number one message that I push through to people, both on my sites and my writing, and with the clients that I work with one on one, is that this is just a skill. It's a difficult skill to learn, but it's just a skill, in the same way that public speaking is a skill, in the same way that anything is a skill. It can be mastered, and there are certain genetic predispositions that you can have that can make you better at it. But to be completely brute and honest, the level of swimming in triathlon is not particularly high if you compare it to actual specialist swimmers. And I see no reason why any triathlete cannot swim at a sort of 50% of the pack, or upper half of the pack, in any race, because as if they focus their attention and focus their efforts on the right things at the right time. It's not a mythical thing that's only bestowed upon certain people. It's a skill. The more you practice it, the better you'll get at it. And particularly in triathlon, you don't have to get to an elite level to be competitive. So anyone can master it.